Hey there! Welcome to Kode Klub. I'm Techie, your guide to mastering Linux commands, and today we're diving into the ls command. Whether you're new to Linux or just looking to polish your skills, this series will equip you with everything you need to know about ls, so let's get started. The ls command is the most basic and frequently used command in Linux. It provides a quick overview of all files and directories within the current directory, displayed in columns. Default ls command displays content alphabetically. This is useful when you want to get a general idea of what's in a directory without needing detailed information about each file or directory. Let's run the ls command. As you can see, the files and directories are listed across the screen in columns. This is the default behavior of the ls command, making it easy to get an overview of the contents in a compact format. The ls-1 command is beneficial when you need to list each file or directory on a separate line. This is particularly useful when you have many items and want to avoid the clutter of multiple columns. A common use case is when you're writing a script that processes each file in a directory individually. Using ls-1, you can easily pipe the output into a loop or another command for further processing. As you can see, with the ls-1 command, each file and directory is displayed on a separate line. The ls-c command sorts files and directories by the time they were last modified, with the most recently modified items listed first. This is especially useful when you need to track changes in a directory. Let's create a new file, new.txt. Upon running ls-c, the files are now sorted by their last modification date, and new.txt as first file. The ls-x command lists files horizontally across the screen, filling each row before moving to the next. This layout is useful when you want to maximize the use of your terminal's width and see more items at once. If you're working on a wide monitor and prefer to see all files spread out horizontally, ls-x helps you view more content across the screen without scrolling, making it easier to compare file names. To compare the results between ls and ls, .x lets run both commands, and you can see that ls has a nice view to display output, but ls.x is utilizing full screen width. These are just a few of the basic ways to list files using the ls command. There's so much more to uncover, and this is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll explore how to format and customize the output of ls using different display options, such as long format listing, human-readable file sizes, and more. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to Kode Klub for more in-depth Linux tutorials, and drop a comment below if you have any questions or topics you'd like to see covered. See you in the next video.